this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to the Werewolf Amazon Challenge and The Sims 4. In the last chapter, the pack welcomed a new kennel master named Lady Helen Empire. A match was held for breeding rights over her, with Lord Ralph and a new blood, Lord Claude Crystal, as the match suitors. Lord Ralph won and sired Lady Helen's first litter. In the process, they discovered they were fated mates, and, despite their initial disagreements, managed to sustain some of their affections. Later, the pack saw 4 birthdays. Prince Elmer, Lady Ada, Master Eugene, and Prince Ed aged up to the next life stage. After moving into the royal grounds, Eugene challenged Harvey to an archery contest, which he lost, taking the place of the lowest-ranking member among the boys of the werewolf pack. You know, I really thought I was going to start off this particular chapter on a good note, but no, for some flippin' reason, this woman right here, Lillian, was hanging around outside in her swimwear, and it's cold, even though it's spring, it's freezing apparently, and she has just died. And look who is coming to visit, the ghost of our Prince Alfred. Oh my goodness. Well, I suppose he has company in the afterlife now. All while I was trying to get Eugene to go riding. He's mounting Twilight over here so that he can go on his ride. Which, at this point, I don't even know if he's gonna want to. I'm concerned now. I'm concerned because he is not wearing appropriate clothes and he might start freezing and that might not be good. Yeah. I don't think we can change their outfit while they're mounted there, though. I wonder if I could just somehow... Could I force him into an outfit? I don't actually know if I can just change him into an outfit. I don't think so. I thought you could. I think it's when you click on Sims outside of the household that you can. Well, can you take Twilight out on a ride or something like that? No? Is Twilight too sad? Are you being serious? Is Twilight too sad to go riding? What about doing something here? Okay, he can't. Oh, that's right. The kids, they're too young to do any of these things. Right? I think the kids are too young. Okay. Well, you, my kiddo, are gonna have to come right down, unfortunately. You're gonna have to dismount. Nobody's in a good enough mood right now. So we have lost our only female child that has been born in this generation. I don't know how Lillian got into that particular section of our flippin' garden. Obviously, there's some, ancient gravestones over here. I don't know how she got into that particular corner, but she seems to have been stuck outside, and she didn't even wear warm clothing, so she has just up and frozen, unfortunately, which means, hey, another urn for us to add to our... And why does it... Oh, that's right. I was going to say, why is a gravestone different? Like, why does she have a human gravestone? It's because, if you guys remember, she was a non-wolf. She didn't actually have the wolf, I wouldn't say blood, but, the ability to transform, very much like Prince Harvey. So I'm actually wondering if Prince Harvey is going to be the same, if he dies or when he dies. If he's gonna have the human tombstone as well. Anyways, I should probably line this gravestone up right over here. And then I would like to pick up when Helen is ready to have her baby, which I think is going to be... What time? She's gonna have her baby at 1 p.m. So I think we'll pick up when, unless, someone else happens to die, we'll pick up when she's ready to give birth. Okay, it is Tuesday afternoon, and our new kennel master, Lady Helen Empire, is ready to have her baby, so she's walking into the birth chamber, and she is going to deliver her wolf pup. Now, I did something silly I actually played through this particular bit and I got her to have the baby, but I swear it's only been a week since the last chapter and I feel like I've forgotten how to play the game because I forgot to empty out the household, so that baby was born and immediately got deleted without me seeing because the household was already full. Thankfully, I saved before she had the baby or I got her to come into the birth chamber. So as soon as she went into labor, I saved so I could just load back. And now we only have 5 in the household and we can actually get her to have the baby. Nice! Nice! This time around, we'll get it right, guys. Let's hope it's multiples because we've had a lot of deaths of late. And something I talked about in the, section that I had to end up deleting because of the baby that got deleted. But one thing I was talking about was how I find it interesting that with the vampires, they were susceptible to and dying a lot from the sun, whereas the werewolves seem to be dying a lot from freezing to death, the cold and ice. So it intrigues me that the werewolves have the opposite problem that the vampires did, and I think it's a really cool thing to build into our lore for the not the vampires, but the werewolves, because I don't, at least not for myself, I don't really associate werewolves with death by ice, but we're kind of building that with our particular werewolves. And that's really, really cool. Maybe along with the power they get, it's a boy! Nice! Maybe along with the power they get, they also have this weakness to cold. Anyways, we need to go ahead and give this child a name, and he is going to be a master, of course. So this is going to be Master Edwin Empire. Master Edwin Empire. Welcome, and it is just the one child. I mean, I'm happy it's a boy because, we very, very desperately need boys, and I'm also really excited because, his father's Ralph. If he looks anything like his father, he's going to be just a gorgeous, gorgeous child. But, we need more offspring. We have right now how many? We have 4, now 5. So this is the 5th boy, which means, guys, we have 1 more spot for a boy. Now, it would be nice for us to have some girls as well. At present, it looks like we might not have any girls going into the next generation because, the only girl we had did die. Fingers crossed, though. Fingers crossed. Now, what needs to happen is this little baby is going to be moved out to the royal den, and then we are immediately going to, because, the kids, they are growing up. They are aging up. This baby is going to be taller soon enough, but we are immediately going to get our queen back on the bandwagon, our alpha. Queen Julia is going to get back on the bandwagon, and she is going to have another match and conceive another child. So once I get that sorted, I'll see you guys again. We are back on Tuesday night with our 9th ever match, where 2 werewolves are going to be fighting for breeding rights over the alpha. So the matchmaker has chosen a new blood that we have already been introduced to from the previous match, Lord Claude Crystal, and a new sibling that has joined us. So to his right, we have Lord Ben Empire, and this is the brother of Lady Helen. So let's get these werewolves straightened up so we can take a look at them. We have already obviously seen Claude, but he has really pale, cool tone skin. He's got white hair and I think the dark blue eyes. And then we have the very, very handsome, I feel, brother of Lady Helen. So he has, silverish gray hair, green eyes, and really pale skin as well. And out of the 2 of them, I have to say he definitely looks to be the more attractive one, I'm not gonna lie. But Claude does have really interesting facial features, so I feel like even a child from him would be fun to see. And obviously, one of them is going to be breeding with our alpha back here, so I'm excited to see what happens between the two of them. So let's not waste any more time. We are going to trigger the transitions for these guys. So let's get him to transform, and let's get Lord Ben to transform. Okay, Lord Ben, let's take a look at you guys. And his werewolf form is gray. So there we go. And how's he feeling? He's gonna howl. This is his first transformation in the pack, of course. Now everyone's howling. But since we have Claude as the first match suitor, he's going to initiate the battle between the two of them. So we're going to go ahead and do a werewolf brawl. And it seems as though everything is going well. They know exactly what they have to be doing. Now I'm curious. I'm very curious to see who is going to win. Helen definitely has, an interest in this and a stake in this, because this child could end up being related to the queen and a royal, and then she'll be related to a royal. I love that we have our two princes over there watching this match go down. Like, this is so cool. Every single time. And I really can't tell who's gonna win. Like, I cannot tell. They're both doing very, very well. Oh, there we go. Unfortunately, your brother did not win. Unfortunately, so Claude has won the right to breed with the alpha Queen Julia Curse. So I am going to get these males settled in her chamber. Actually, it is also a full moon tonight, so I don't know if we'll be able to get any breeding done before everyone starts transforming and raging around the place, but I'll try my best. Okay, we have two of our Sims transforming for the first time with us, which I thought we'd take a look at. We have Prince Elmer and we have Lady Helen. So these are their werewolf forms, guys. Look at how cool they are. So Helen's got this kind of spotted black fur, and then we have the reddish brown fur on Prince Elmer. So this is something that is going to be very, very notable for Harvey, because as the bunch of us know, Harvey unfortunately does not have the ability to transform. That gene, unfortunately, has skipped him. So he is a non-wolf. But nobody knows for sure. You can't tell until you become a teenager and you live through your first full moon, because if you are a proper wolf, if you are a full-blooded wolf, as everyone refers to a pure wolf, you are going to change. But if you are a non-wolf, then it's not going to happen to you. You're just going to remain human like Lillian used to be. So until that point, Harvey can basically hide the fact that he's a disgraced non-wolf. And he's very touchy-feely and sensitive about this, and it's part of why he is a little bit kooky. But this would fascinate him and freak him out, and I think he would also be very envious, because he's seeing his older brother, the first prince, and he's the second prince. He's seeing his older brother, the first prince, change into a werewolf, and everything is unfolding before his eyes the way that he wants it to be for him. But who knows if it is going to be that way. He is pretty sure that he is a non-wolf. I mean, he can feel it, I'm sure, but he doesn't want people to know that. And there's also a part of him that's hoping against hope that he's going to change. I suppose because there's various degrees of non-wolves. For example, Lillian didn't have any ounce of anything in her. She didn't even have the werewolf powers in her. There was no dormancy. Whereas Harvey, he can feel the flow and the ebb. Basically, he's going through all of the crappiness to do with, being a werewolf and having the curse. Because he's still getting, the moon madness. He's getting the rage and the mood swings. But he just can't transform. So even he probably isn't aware as to whether he will be able to when the day finally comes. Lillian, from the get-go, she didn't have anything, so she wasn't going through any of the mood swings, she wasn't going through any of the rage, no nothing. She was completely human. Harvey, he has the, dormant wolf trait, but he's never going to be able to access that, which probably is going to frustrate him more. And that's actually probably why the others can't tell. I feel like if you don't have the dormant wolf trait, then the other werewolves can kind of sniff out that you don't have it in you and you can't transform, like the curse is not in your blood. But the fact that he, has that dormant wolf in him, to them, he smells like a wolf. So they can't tell, they won't know until the full moon. It's kind of cool how we have, increasing complexities about the way the werewolves are and the society is and the way things happen. But this is fascinating. This is, fascinating the heck out of me. But okay, we need to wait for them to, turn back so that I can finally go ahead and breed Claude with our alpha. It's Wednesday morning, and the wolves have transformed back into their human forms. Oh, actually, I just realized. Yeah, I just realized I had autonomy off. The thing is, for some reason, I am unable to close my... Oh, there we go. Well, that's easy. I wasn't able to lock my doors for some reason, so I just decided to turn autonomy off so nobody disturbs them, but it's okay. They can't escape anymore. They can't escape. But I was going to say that... Where would this be? Right over here. I was going to say that I didn't have any videos out for the week because I mentioned this, I think, in the previous video, but I was going to have my computer updated. So, improved. So we were working on that for the whole week. And after I was, done and setting up or moving things from one computer to the old one to the new one, unfortunately, my wonderful Whims mod was having a little bit of a problem, so I had to uninstall and install it again. And obviously, when I put it into the game, a second time around, all the previous settings were gone. So all the polyamorous traits I had attributed to my Sims, they were scrapped, and that meant I would have to go through my entire population and reassign them, which I was not bothered to. So I just turned off jealousy for all my Sims, in case anyone is wondering why Helen decides not to, go cray-cray on her fated mate and everyone else. But I'm okay with that because I still feel like there are certain activities they're going to do, certain whims they're going to have, actions. They're going to autonomously be mean to each other for whatever reason. And, we can attribute that to her jealousy trait in the story of her character. So that doesn't bother me too much. And you know what? This way, maybe less people will die and be murdered by the alpha. So I'm okay with that. I'm completely okay with that. But you need to be giving Claude some attention, woman. Your needs are completely fine. You don't even need to tend to yourself. So can we go ahead and maybe give some attention to Claude? Thank you. It would be nice to have a princess because I really want to know what a daughter of the queen would look like. She has 3 sons at this point. If we just count the living sons, right? She's had four boys. So we know what, the boys would look like, but I would like to know what a princess of the next generation would be in appearance. And what's happening over here? It seems as though they're not really... Oh, did they already push through that interaction? Am I just missing it? Because I swear I'm not seeing this. I'm trying oh, okay. I saw that one. Well, I noticed that one. Okay, can we, yes, move you guys over here? Let's get a move on. Well, that's cool. She had a hold hands with Claude interaction. Okay, little kiddo, you better not be coming in here. Oh, I really like, you guys know this, I love matching I love seeing compatibility based on sleeping attire. And I mean, it's not totally matchy, but I will say I feel like the color schemes are very complementary. It looks nice on the bed. They don't have clashing sleepwear, which is pretty cool to see. So, okay, they are going to get their business done while the others are more or less, walking around the castle. Harvey over here was stomping on... Oh, he needs to go to academy. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Elma's already gone. Harvey's gonna go. That is a-okay. And Ada... Oh, Ada, I think she reset. She was having problems. Like, for some reason, this whole left section of her panel was missing, and I just could not queue up actions for her. But it seems to have reset itself, which is great. Okay, Queenie, let us get up and take a test to see, or well, I suppose to confirm that you are indeed expectant. And then we can get a move on. And then I can set your due date and we can get a move on. Okay, there we go. So she is eating for 2 and it's 9 a.m. So let's put the due date. 1, 2, 3. Saturday 9 a.m. is when she's going to be having this particular baby. We are going to add an event. We'll do a house party. Yep. You guys will be the hosts. We'll invite these other guys as the guests. Claude, obviously, he has to attend. Ben, because he was the match suitor. So that's just a no-brainer. We'll do the kids as well because I don't... What about our boys? What about our boys? Where's Elma? Why isn't Elma in the lineup? I don't know. That's confusing me. Okay, well, we'll invite Will and Roy, Michael, Jim, Jesse, Ralph. Yeah, that should be good. I don't know why we couldn't invite our son, because I don't know if he's going to be able to stick with us. He might be. We might just send the younger children and the horses out when the baby comes. I'll see how I feel. Okay, we want to set this to 9 a.m. So there we go. That is when we are going to be expecting our next royal child, our 4th living royal child. And you know what, guys? It's crazy to me that these werewolves, but it's also cool, I suppose, in that way. Not every werewolf pup makes it to adulthood. So that's the crazy thing. 1, they're mortals, and 2, not every child survives their upbringing. So, the pack is a pretty ferocious place. I mean, these people, they might not tear each other into pieces, but I suppose their environment, it feeds the story, though, that, the curse has repercussions and has consequences, and maybe them being susceptible to, like, volatile emotions, them being susceptible to the cold, all of these, like, early deaths, poisoning. I mean, that's something extra, but I think you could totally attribute that to the curse that these wolves carry in them. Not just the, royal bloodline, but all werewolves in general. They have a lot of weaknesses along with their strengths that make it so that they naturally, can die in many more ways than the vampires could. Like, I don't think we ever had an emotional death with the vampires when we played with them. They were pretty calm and collected for the most part. Werewolves, though, they're just all over the place. Okay, so I am probably going to shift around the wolves because I want Ben and Claude to head back to the Royal Guard, and then I'm gonna get Eugene moved back in. I don't know what I was saying there. I was mixing up my words. Has any of the other children, have any of the other children grown up? No. So Ed is the next one to age up. That might be in a few days. I'm not particularly sure when, but that's fine. We're going to get Eugene back. We're going to get our horses back. And then we might go out somewhere so that these guys can have just, some relaxation and some socialization with each other. I think we'll go do that. We may wait until the princes are back and the youngsters are back from their academy, and then we can see what everyone gets up to. Now, it is spring, but we did have that freezing night in the beginning of this chapter. So I don't think I am going to take them to an outdoor lot of any kind. I might go to a park, or I suppose that's outdoors, but we're basically not going to go to a pool, okay? Nothing with water, because they may die. Actually, all instances of death, I think, by freezing we've had has been for werewolves in their swimsuits. So yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to take them to a location where they can actually wear their cold weather outfits and be all warm and cozy. It's Wednesday afternoon, and our young boys are exploring some new scenery around the kingdom on their horses, getting their riding skill up and spending some time with their beautiful and loyal steeds. So while they're doing that, sticking very close to one another, which, I can appreciate, we are going to jump over to the other wolves so that we can spend some time with them. Because they have gathered in quite a large number over at Old Wolf Marketplace to socialize with one another after the many recent events and, the death of Lillian, all of these crazy things. I kind of feel like the wolves would be a little bit cutthroat. Yes, they would be sad every time, a wolf pup dies, but I feel like they're pretty tough. As a society, they would be fairly tough, and it's kind of just expected that a lot of your offspring die young. So the ones that make it to adulthood, that make it out alive, that make it to the top, they're considered the strong ones. And that's how they kind of, I don't know if I would say cull their generation, but I suppose that's how they cull out the weak. They weed out the weak, and that's how they ensure that every generation gets stronger than the previous generation, because only the strong ones survive. So anyways, Elma over here actually wanted to get to know Prince Harvey. I suppose he's been wanting to spend some more time with his brother. Wasn't he envious of his brother during his birthday party? We noticed that he had some sort of thing against his mother for neglecting him and giving more attention to his brother Harvey. Now, something I'm curious about, can they actually talk to these people when they are on the horses? I don't know, but he's been wanting to get to know his younger brother, and I would like to help him do that. Just out of curiosity, can he actually talk to his brother while his brother's on the horse, or do we have to get Harvey to maybe come back? I might actually have to get Harvey to bring the horse back. Well, just dismount the horse. Actually, don't dismount the horse. Let's not accidentally break reality or, throw our offspring into a separate dimension. Let's just walk here. I suppose, can we canter here? Can we canter? Do we have that ability within us? Okay, we're gonna stop the relaxed ride. We are going to canter over here. It's pretty racy. Nope, you don't want to? Do you not have the confidence to canter? No, he's going to. Okay. Oh, look at him. I think he's doing a lot better now, though. He's doing pretty good. Okay, these boys, they're pretty much done. They're going to dismount the horses. I'll get Eugene to dismount the horse as well. And Elma, you can come over here and you can speak to your younger brother. You guys can bond a little bit. Harvey, my boy. Can you get off the horse? Thank you. Let the horses kind of do their own thing. Okay, you come over here and get to know your younger brother a little bit. Come on. Let's go around. I feel like Elma would, as the responsible, older prince, he would want to ask how Harvey felt about probably, the recent death of Lillian, but not only that, the werewolf transformation. because I don't know if Harvey has seen it close up beforehand, at least not the way that he had this time around. So he's probably wanting to check to make sure his brother is okay. And I think that's very nice of him. So he's probably wanting to know. And then I imagine he would be, you know, sharing his own experience of the whole full moon incident and how it felt and how it's going to feel for Harvey, not knowing that Harvey's not going to go through it. It's kind of sad. Okay, Helen, meanwhile, she actually wants to be friendly with Elma. So that's nice. I mean, Elma is the first prince. Let's share our insecurities. Why not? Why not? We'll go do that. And obviously, Elma is the first prince, as I was saying. So he's going to have a lot of attention from everyone because he has the highest status among the boys. Now, it doesn't mean he's first in line, you know, to inherit anything. But I suppose, I mean, it could change. All of this could change because the boys will have another contest, like a sword fighting contest, before the actual succession. And that's going to determine the order of their statuses and the order in which, you know, they are able to fight for each of the roles. For now, though, Elma, he definitely has the most status, so he would be respected by the adults the most out of all the children. Okay, that is good. I don't know who this chick is. And you wanted to get to know Prince Harvey. So this is exactly what Elma was talking about, because you keep giving attention to the youngster. Sometimes behind our back, I feel like. She keeps giving attention to the youngster, and poor Elma feels neglected because of that. He's been okay lately. He hasn't been saying anything. He hasn't been acting in any sort of, you know, distressed manner. And I have to say, guys, I feel like everyone has gotten over Lillian's death very quickly. I kind of feel bad for Lillian. She was almost like forgotten by the werewolves. Typically when someone dies, I mean, the werewolves remember and they mourn quite a bit. Like anytime, you know, the princes died, when Herman was taken away, or he ran away in our story, when he ran away, everyone was quite distressed for quite a long time. But with Lillian, I don't know who was upset, but it feels as though they got over it very, very quickly. And I mean, Harvey is feeling hurt probably by, I don't know, the conversation he's having with his brother. And if you're wondering why he's feeling hurt, I imagine it's because of, you know, his dark secret that he's keeping. The more his brother tries to help him and the more his brother describes the way it's going to be, it makes Harvey depressed because he knows that it's something out of reach for him. He knows deep inside, no matter how much he hopes for it, that it won't happen. Julia, did you not practice howling? Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Can he actually howl? Can he howl? I don't even know if he can howl. He doesn't have the option. Does Eugene have the option? Can you howl, Eugene? I don't see it. So maybe only the adults can initiate that? I don't know. I have no clue. Look, she wants to yell at the ghost of Catherine. Yeah, the ghost of Catherine ain't here anymore. Also, whenever I put lots down, sometimes, you know, it does take time, but I like to go through and omit or delete certain things that I feel like not fitting into my context, like those magazines and stuff. I'll delete those magazines. Thankfully, we didn't have any TVs or anything like that, so I didn't have to delete any of those things. But, you know, a few things that bother me here and there. I do change something here, delete something there. But that's nice. Everyone, more or less, is in a very good mood. Oh, you want to be friendly with Lord Jim. Where is he? Where is Jim? Let's try and find Jim. Jim, where did you go? Jim. Where's Jim? Is this Jim? No. Oh, Jim's sitting there. Okay, you wanted to just be friendly with him? So, let's go ask him about Woohoo. Why not? Why not. He's curious. He's curious. You know why he's curious? Because I think the effect, like the red effect that Elma got, was the love one, where he's like all he can think about is romance and love. Okay, fine. If we don't want to do that, maybe debate the treachery of vampires or something like that. He thought better of it. He was gonna ask, but then he was like, no, I need to act more princely. I need to act more proper, like my brother Alfred was before he died. Oh, Elma. Oh, Elma. Okay, well, you chat with him. And if we go here, who is related? Was it Eugene? Yeah, okay, so Eugene is Jim's son. Eugene is Jim's son. Okay, well that's good to know. But I think everyone is pretty much done with their whims. There's nothing else they want to work on while they're over here. And look, it's Prince Ed. It's little Prince Ed. And I don't know why Harvey's storming in, but we might take them back to the castle. Either that, or we'll take them somewhere else, and we'll get them to spend some more time elsewhere. Oh, it was a stargaze with the ghost of his brother. That's heartbreaking. That really is. It's Wednesday night, and the thing that blows my mind is that aside from Lady Helen, pretty much everyone in the pack right now wants to socialize with ghosts and wants to do stuff with ghosts. I mean, if we see one of the ghosts around, then I might, and if I'm able to recognize them, I might try and do some of those whims, but typically I kind of just leave the ghosts alone because they've already died. They died and passed. You have to think about the present and the people that are here. But the person that actually wants to do something with, the living is Helen. She wants to stargaze with Lady Ada. So I am going to see if I can get the two of them to spend some time stargazing with each other. Now, I don't think they have any sort of romance going on. No, they don't. Thankfully, even though Helen has given me a scare like so many times, she only has a romantic relationship with her fated mate Ralph. I will say though, ever since she's had her baby, I have not noticed her and Ralph autonomously socializing with each other, which is a little bit concerning. But as long as she's not going up and flirting with anyone else, I suppose I don't have too much of a problem. Where is Ada? Where'd she stop? Is she outside? Where'd she go? I don't know where she went. Ada? Where's it? Oh, wait, no. Where the heck did Ada go? Oh, she went upstairs. She's going back down. Okay, well that's fine. Who's down here though? Okay, it's the princes. Hello, Prince Elma. You are in your sleep. No, was he swimming? Yes, he's in his swimwear, I think. He is. He was swimming. And the handsome Ralph. Yeah, she's not very interested, for whatever reason. I feel like we went over this beforehand. But she doesn't really trust the ranks of Ralph. She doesn't really trust them. Because, she's a fallen royal. Her family's background, they're fallen royals. They don't trust werewolves that are from nobility. They just don't. Also, for some reason, when I reinstalled all of my Sims expansions, I don't know if Cottage Living downloaded properly. I might have to uninstall that and get rid of that particular pack or expansion and try and download it again, because look at this. I think the crocheting came with that. Pretty much everything with Cottage Living, it's really glitchy now, because I just noticed we have this, and then some people who have Cottage Living clothing items, they have a question mark on their face. They, have parts of them missing or invisible. They're floating around with pretty much red and black checkered patterns, so I might have to do something about that. And oh my goodness, why is it so hard for you guys to just stargaze with each other? Why is it so hard? Can we go and start? Hold on. I'm resetting you so you guys stop cutting each other off. And we are gonna go and stargaze. I have to say though, guys, ever since I got the new computer all upgraded, the game is running so much smoother than it used to. I haven't experienced really lag and the jitteriness that we were having in the last chapter. You might even be able to compare, the last chapter with this one. It's definitely a lot smoother. And I like that. I can really appreciate that. Makes me happy. Also, when I queue up actions now, they actually, the game doesn't stop or freeze. They kind of just go and do it. But obviously, The Sims itself still has certain issues, no matter how smoothly your game runs. Like, The Sims canceling interactions out or forgetting about the interactions, but, we can work with that. You just have to reset them so that they have nothing else in the queue that is gonna intercept what you want them to do. And this is cute. They're just out here on the patio watching the stars together. Aw, that's nice. Okay, since nobody else has, wants for the living, and I don't see any ghosts about the place, I don't see the ghosts. If I saw a ghost, I might go and check. Oh, wait, hold on. Which ghost is this? Okay, this is Lily. I don't think anyone has a want for Lily. No, people want to socialize with Alfred, with Lillian, with Catherine. Yeah, Alfred, Lillian, and Catherine. That's literally all the ghosts that people want to socialize with. So if we see one of them somewhere, then I'll try and queue up those interactions. If not, we'll kind of just forget about it. I wonder if they're upstairs. No, the ghosts, they don't come out every night, I think. Well, they must be on some sort of rotation. They don't come out every night. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, since we have that going on, can we get the kids at least to try and maybe do their homework? I think we should have a homework book in here. You have that as well. Okay, can we try and do homework together? So we'll get all of the boys to come together. We'll get them all to do their homework. So that's gonna be good. Where they're gonna do it? I bet you they're gonna go down into the wedding room, potentially, to do their homework there. Yep, because that's where they have the music, and that's where they just love. Oh, no? Oh, okay. I mean, this is the butler's room. I guess Master Eugene's feeling very humble, guys. He's feeling very, very humble because he's decided he's gonna do his homework by himself down here. Okay, kiddo. That's okay. But I wonder where the princes are doing their homework. Okay, so Harvey has decided that he wants to be in this very fancy wedding room. And so has Prince Elmer, except Elmer is doing his homework over there. Harvey is running away from his responsibilities, as he always does, and we know he has a history of this because he kept running away from the archery contest when Eugene was trying to challenge him, which, is absolutely disgraceful. And even now, look at him, he's taking so much time to do his homework. I have noticed this about Harvey. I don't know what to attribute this to, but he doesn't like listening to instructions, it seems. He's not very responsible. And where has he gone off to now? On the floor. He's very blasé. It's like any excuse he can think of to get out of the stuff that he needs to be doing. Almost as though he's scared of performing or being found out, so he just doesn't try. Which is not cool. Look, he even gave up on doing his homework. He threw it on the ground, even though the others are being quite studious. Literally, the other two, I can see them being studious. He's the only one that was Having a bit of an attitude. It's okay. His trying now. Next to his brother Elma. I feel like Elma is one of the only people that can actually tell Harvey what to do. Like, when Elma's there, Harvey kind of has to just zip it up and, do what the older prince is telling him. And look at Will! Will is so nice. I think Will is over here trying to help the kids with their homework. He is so nice. So nice. Look at him. Look at him. He's actually helping the kids. It fits his role. It definitely fits his role quite a bit. But his helping to look after everyone. His trying to do his part for the education of the youngsters. I'm proud of you, Will. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're acting like a prince. You definitely are. You definitely are. So, okay, that is good. Helen likes dancing. How much longer do you have? Are you done? You're complete? You're a C student, so he's not going to have extra credit work. Okay, Harvey's complete. You guys are complete. How come your school grades are so terrible? They're like average graded students. But, I mean, to each their own. I don't know, we have some father-son interaction going on over here. That's cute. That's cute. Okay, Helen finished her cloud gazing whim. See, look at what Ada, look at her panel over here. I don't know why this happens, but it happens sometimes. Everyone else, they have this normal panel, and then she's got like a cutout. And then I'm probably not even going to be able to see any of the interactions that queue up for her. Ay, the issues these people have. Anyways, guys, with that said and done, I am going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.